If you're anything like me, you absolutely love Bethesda games, everything from Fallout to Elder Scrolls and now Starfield. Well, in 2023 we have a lot to look forward to from Bethesda, and that's exactly what I want to discuss in today's video. Just absolutely everything to expect from Bethesda in 2023, so if you're new around here and you're looking for a place to stay up to date on Fallout, Elder Scrolls and Starfield especially, leaks, news, updates, discussions and plenty of other content, this is absolutely the place for you because I cover it all over here, so consider subscribing and let's get straight to it. First things first is the January Xbox Showcase, which has been rumoured and leaked for a while now. If this is true and really happening, I think that we can possibly expect two things: a Starfield release date announcement, which we will talk about later on, and even possibly a trailer for the Fallout Amazon series. Now, this rumour has basically nothing to back it up. I personally haven't been sent anything either, and as you can all guess, I do get sent a bunch of Starfield stuff which I cannot share out of respect for the people kind enough to share these things with me. But from what I understand, this January Xbox event quote-unquote leak does only come from a random account on Reddit, so this could very easily be fake, and probably is, so I wouldn't get your hopes up, but just in case I wanted to point it out that it might be happening. Now, one of the biggest things I think we have to look forward to in 2023 is the Fallout TV series coming from Amazon. I know, video game adaptations to shows or movies usually aren't great, but I do have very high hopes for this series. The leaks of the set and costume designs look ripped straight from the games, so at the very least we know that this series will at least look good. On top of that, this series is being directed and created by the same people who made Westworld, which I personally have not seen much of. I've only seen the first season, but it is a very well loved series in itself before it ended. With the sheer amount of leaks and information dropping about this series over the last 5 or 6 months, I think it's very possible that the show could premiere in the later half of this year, with a trailer dropping fairly soon. Another thing I want to point out is that Amazon do make some fantastic shows. Rings of Power, I hear, is very good from my friends who love Lord of the Rings, but again, I haven't seen the show myself. Invincible in itself was just amazing. Truth Seekers I absolutely adored. Good Omens, which is fantastic, and of course The Boys, which I would argue is the best show on television as of right now. The point is, Amazon makes some really great content, so I do definitely have faith in this Fallout series. But keeping on with the Fallout franchise in 2023, Bethesda is also giving Fallout 4 a massive update, bringing the game to modern standards, which I have made a whole video on, which I will link in the description below. It's actually my most viewed video, so if you want to check that out, you can. But basically, in short, Bethesda will be giving Fallout 4 a free update for the Xbox Series X and S, PS5 and Windows PC systems, improving on the frame rate, adding 4K resolution gameplay, fixing bugs, and on top of all of it, adding new Creation Club content. Unfortunately, we do not know when this update is coming, we just know that it's coming at some point during 2023, so that's yet again another thing that we have to look forward to from Bethesda Game Studios this year. Now, a smaller thing we have to look forward to is a mobile game that Todd Howard confirmed the team at Bethesda is working hard on, which he is quote in love with and very proud of. My feeling is that this is a Starfield mobile game, but we really don't know. That is just me speculating. It's all pure speculation, do not take my word on this. The only reason I think it's a Starfield game is because it just makes sense. Elder Scrolls has Blades and Fallout has Shelter, so again, it just makes sense. Unfortunately, we know absolutely nothing about this game, besides the fact that it is coming out somewhat soon, very likely this year. Now, another very small thing I want to very quickly discuss is the rumours of a new marketplace being added to Skyrim, a place where modders can basically upload their work and we can pay them for it. I actually don't know much about this besides what JuiceHead has spoken about, so I encourage you all to go and check out his videos on the subject if you haven't already. We don't know if this is actually for sure coming, but it is a possibility, and if it is coming, it is going to come this year. Now, not directly connected to Bethesda Game Studios, but Bethesda in general, is the upcoming Indiana Jones game, which I'm very excited for, and I honestly think we could potentially hear more about this year. I don't think that it will actually release this year, but I think that it is the year we will start hearing, and possibly even seeing some of it being shown off. This game was announced like 2 years ago, and we've heard literally nothing since then, so I do personally believe 2023 will be the year that we start hearing some announcements for it, but of course again, that is just me purely speculating. Lastly, the biggest thing coming from Bethesda Game Studios in 2023 is of course Starfield, the game I have built my entire channel / career around. My most anticipated game of the year. There is no doubt that Starfield will be a huge game with over 250,000 lines of dialogue across 1,000 planets in over 100 different systems. Bethesda is going back to their classic RPG roots. Starfield is clearly going to be bigger than both Skyrim and Fallout 4 combined, at least dialogue and size wise. Whether or not the game will actually be good like we're all hoping, I guess we'll just have to wait and see, but I of course do have my hopes. Also, my channel would take a complete nosedive if Starfield sucks, so believe me, nobody besides maybe Todd Howard himself wants Starfield to be good more than I do. And of course, Starfield lore is what I will mostly be focusing on and covering once the game finally drops, but as far as we're all aware, Starfield is still dropping within the first half of 2023, aka sometime before July, like halfway through June. I think the game will drop in either late April or early May, but again, that is just pure speculation on my behalf. Now of course, I couldn't do this video without talking about the Starfield release date. Unfortunately, when it comes to the release date, we are still being left out of the loop. I'm sure at this point Bethesda knows exactly when the game will drop, but they just won't tell us. But when might they tell us? When will we actually get a release date announcement? It's tricky because there really isn't any big showcases or presentations happening in the first half of this year, so there isn't really a big place for Microsoft or Bethesda or anyone to announce the release date for Starfield, besides maybe this supposedly happening January showcase. Now believe me, I want to believe that this showcase is happening, but I personally don't. Mostly because it's already January and we've seen no reliable leaks for it, no promotion for it from Microsoft or anyone else that could be there, including Bethesda, so I just don't think it's happening. So unfortunately, when it comes to Starfield's release date, we are just going to have to keep waiting and find out. But I am going to put my money on April or May. Now really quickly, I just want to give a quick update on everything. I know I've been gone for like 2 weeks because, well, I took a week off over Christmas and then I just didn't come back for an extra week. If you're on the Discord, you'll already know all of this, but I have been sick as hell for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Like, I've barely been able to get out of bed. I am fine though, don't worry, it's just a virus which I'm finally starting to get over, so our upload schedule will finally be going back to normal by the time you see this video. Anyway, that is all I have to say today. 2023 is going to be an absolutely insane year for Bethesda content, which is why I wanted to make a video very quickly, just sort of breaking it all down and discussing it, and telling you why I'm excited about all of this stuff. But let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments below. Please drop the video a like if you haven't already, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing if, again, you're looking for a place to stay frequently up to date on Bethesda news, leaks, discussions, speculation, and so much other content. As always, I thank you all so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next one.